Welcome back to Julie's Village. I'm glad you're here. Today, I'm going to outline the second category by which a child can qualify for special education services under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. This category information that I will be outlining comes from the Idaho Special Education Manual. The second category is intellectual disability. A student can qualify for special education services under this category if a school psychologist has completed an intellectual or cognitive test. If their intellectual quotient or IQ score is at or below 70, with a little bit of room in there for error on either side, a child would then be considered for any other considerations that would show a need for special education support under this category. The other areas that are considered are, is there some kind of impact on their life skills in at least two other areas, including social and communication. Again, that life skills or ability to show that they are acquiring skills that will allow for independent living, including functional academics, their work, leisure, and other areas of life skills. Are they showing that there is a significant deficit there as compared to their peers? If the answer is yes to both that IQ score of being at or below 70 and showing a need for other areas, this need is demonstrated through assessments that are given in multiple areas at the same time that this IQ testing is being completed. So within that 60-day window of assessment, the team will be looking at how are they doing in the classroom, how are they doing with their peers, how is their communication, how are they doing with following the routines of the classroom. All of that information will be gathered, and at the same time, within that same time frame, a school psychologist will complete that cognitive assessment piece in at least one assessment, maybe multiple. If that information that's gathered demonstrates that yes, there is a significant impact on those functional living areas and also an impact on their intellectual skill, then they would be showing that they do have a intellectual disability. The next piece is a pretty natural yes. If all of those pieces are in place, then yeah, there is definitely an adverse impact on their education, and the answer to that third prong is also a natural yes. There is a need for specially designed instruction. This category is pretty cut and dry. If you see that IQ score is falling at or below 70 and those other areas are impacted, then it just stands to reason that yes, there's a significant need for support throughout their day in helping them to not only navigate the school day, but also to acquire skills needed for independence as they move on through life. If this information has been helpful to you, I invite you to like, share, subscribe. If there are other topics that you would like to see covered or people that you would like to see included in a future episode, I invite you to leave that in the comments. If you have information that you would like to share about your own story that would be helpful to others, I invite you to leave that in the comments as well. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.